Greetings everyone, this is Elizabeth. Hope you're doing well out there, staying cool, because I know it's hot in a lot of states out there, especially here in Ohio. We're almost at 90 degrees. Today we are doing a mix and match to make a Meowzing Christmas card. Meow, meow. We are going to use my new photopolymer Lawn Fawn made in the U.S. Simply Celebrate Critters. They are temporarily sold out. If you go to Crescent Creation, look up Simply, it'll bring up all of the items that are related to this. There's an extra add-on that you can get, and there's the dies that you can pre-order. All you got to do is click the notify me. After you do your search, click on the item, do the notify me, and she will let you know when they are back in stock. Plus it will also let her know that, you know, there's people interested in them. So go ahead and do that. We are just going to use the cats and the little box, but we're not going to use the words that come with this. I'm digging into my stash, and also by Lawn Fawn, I got some wordy stuff for one of the other things. We're going to use one of the words out of here, and then we're going to use these little fishies. So whatever fish that you might have that are going to be small enough to fit in here, it's going to be superb and fun and cute, because our cats are going to be dreaming of fishes for Christmas. And to draw in the fact it is a Christmas card, we want to decorate it Christmassy. So I'm pulling out my retro ornaments. The link is down in this description. They do have this in stock at Crescent Creation. We're going to do the retro ornaments as a backdrop for our kitties. Hello, Miss Pam, and hello, Lisa. Hello, lovely ladies. So yeah, that's what we're going to do. We're going to make a fun little Christmas card. And for this, I'm not sure, but I did pull out a piece of vellum just in case. I thought it might be fun little breaking point. We need our card panel that we're going to decorate with the ornaments. Okay. Hello, Miss Dawn. And then, of course, our 5.5 by 4 1/4 card that we have made out of a half a sheet of paper. And I like the Accent Opaque 110. Is it 110 or 120? It's their heavy stuff, and it works really good. I like it. We are going to start with the base, okay? Because I want to do a red border. I don't want to use a red piece of paper. I'm feeling shiny and shimmery, so we're going to pull out some Bee Sting Lunar Paste, which you can also get at Crescent Creation. Again, their shop link is in the description. If you like me and the projects that I show, go ahead and check out the description. My my link for my YouTube is also down there. If you want to share your creations, and all I'm doing is I'm taking the lunar paste and a paintbrush right out the tube, and I'm just gonna go around the edge and just paint some lunar paste. Paint the lunar paste, and I'm gonna try to be careful and not get it on the back side, but you know, I can only do my best, right? But if you like to share your projects or see what other projects are being shared, you can join the Crescent Creation Show and Tell. It's a nice little Facebook community. It is fairly small right now, but if you join, that means it's one person more. But yeah, and I post the video link in there when I go live, in case your YouTube isn't giving you notifications. Ugh, just look at that. Nice and textured. Very pretty. And what's going on here? Oh, wow. Okay. Can't even see what I'm doing on YouTube. It's like, why are we not playing? Sorry, I'm watching on my phone so I can see your guys' comments better and just realized it wasn't, yeah. Okay. There we go. I thought I was in pause or something. But yeah, lunar paste is really cool. You can apply it all sorts of ways. You can apply it thin by adding a little bit of water. I don't do that unless I'm like painting with it, because you can use it like a watercolor slash kind of paint. I do like to put it on thick. The thicker you put it on, the more opaque it is. It's really cool stuff. And then of course you get texture. The thinner you apply it, the quicker it dries. The thicker you apply it, the longer it takes to dry, but not a ton longer. It's a pretty quick drying medium. And I am just painting this along. You can apply it with a scraper tool, dauber tools, foam daubers, you know. It's pretty versatile. You can apply it. And I am just trying to be careful not to get it on the backside and stuff. So if I make a little mess, I'm just going to move my little paper. And the best thing to do is put it on the inside and then pull it to the edge. Okay, that way and no going back. So don't, when you scoop it back, that's when it can get underneath. So we're just gonna like daub it and drag it. Try not to scoop it back underneath. Pam is having snack time. And I don't need a ton. I am going to fix this edge. It always looks better after you've gone around. So there we go. And then when I trim my card panel, I'll have this beautiful red shiny border. Oh, it's going to be fabulous. Okay, now to clean up, pretty easy. If it was a lot, we would just scrape it back into our bucket here. Okay. You just wash it. Okay. You would put it in a cup and wash your brush. Okay. I'm doing a two-part thing here. I'm loosening up the stuff on my desk. Okay. I'm getting a lot of that lunar paste out of there. So this is pretty wet, like so. Pretty chunky. We're just gonna spread that out, and then I am going to, oh look, my jug has no water. Water, please. It's so hot up here, the water evaporated. And we just swish, just like normal. Don't scrape it across the bottom, just swish it. And you're going to have a beautiful, clean, little bit of mica. Let's get that off of there. There we go. And it's not gonna dry crusty or anything. I'm gonna put that right back over there. I've got my little puddle here. Clean up, plop. Plop, plop, plop. Squish it up. Woo-hoo-hoo. And oh, look at that. It's not as sparkly because it was such a little amount, but the color, And we do have some mica in there floating around. I wish you guys could see that. And then I can ink over this. I can do all sorts of stuff, and I've got a start to a background. Okay, so we have this guy drying, which won't take very long, so that's a good thing. Tenderloin, pork tenderloin, probably. Okay, so here's our card base. Now I do have orientation because my little critters, they're gonna go across this way. Okay, so I need to make sure my paper is upright. I'm gonna grab my ornaments, and these retro ornaments have 2 pieces per stamp. Okay, so what I'm going to do, except this one has 3, but I'm not going to use that one. I'm going to use these 3, and so I'm going to take one part of each of them. Okay, and I'm going to stamp them all over. Okay, just going to stamp them all over. And we're going to start with this one. And they do have a little break in the top. Okay, it's not a perfect circle-y or anything like that. There's a spot here for the ornament topper. So these have orientation. So if you want all of your ornaments straight up, make sure you do that. I don't particularly care because I'm thinking like they're falling, like little falling ornaments. So that's how we're going to do ours. And I picked Later Gator and Bee Sting to do my ornaments. So I'm going to stamp all of the red parts, and then I'm going to go back and stamp all of the green parts. And you can also find some of the Simon Hurley inks on the Crescent Creation website. Make sure I don't ink up the block. And for now, I'm going to do each one 3 times. Okay, so there is one. Bitty Susie Fick. Hello, lovely ladies. I hope you're doing wonderful. That's right. I can't type half the time either. Oops, that one didn't quite go good. So I'm gonna just get this close to me. And just do a restamp. No big deal. Just remember to push in the center. Okay, so there is number 2, and then we're going to do number 3. There we go. So we've got our red in there. Then we'll add our green and see if we need to add any more ornaments. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is grab their counterparts and get them stamped out. Now these line up pretty easy. So we just make sure they're nice and inky. Try not to ink up the block. It's very hard for me. And we're just, you guys, why don't you yell at me and say, hey, we can't see nothing. So I'm going to get this in here. I can't see what I'm doing. Give a nice good press, and there we have it. Look at that. Just a little bit of offset, and for this one, having it at the side, I can see where these little stamping area is a lot better. So always turn it so you can see it. Okay. So I can see like this little raised area, and I'm just going to aim it for the center of that one. And then double check the other ones. And then go down. I missed on that one a little bit, but that little white area, it's kind of cool. So I'm never sad when I miss. Oh, that was a good one. Okay, so that is part 2 of those ones. And I'm putting that little divot at the top of my stamp because I remembered that however I had my stamp, that's how, you know, that was up that way, and then I think I turned this one this way. But yeah, so we're just gonna stamp that up. Okay, and then there's void areas in this, and those void areas is where the red goes. So if I go to line it up and kind of aim for that, this one's, ugh, look at that. That one looks really cool. See, don't be sad if you get white in there. It just adds like dimension to it. It's really cool. And I'm just gonna kind of see where this little last one is this good point of reference for this one. I'm gonna try and aim a little bit better, but don't be sad if you miss. Oh, look at that one. That's more even on the white spacing. Again, this is retro ornament. It has 3, 4, 5 different styles of these ornaments, and remember, you can make them any color you want. And the other thing you can do is put this up in your positioner. You could set it up to stamp 3 at a time and then switch out their parts and then move the, move them around. Look at those, so pretty. And then our last one, this one here, we can easily see that's where the bite is. Okay. So we're gonna just line this one up. Somehow. Ooh, that's a good one. Good job. Yes, congratulate yourself on accomplishments, let me tell you. So this one, we're going to line up this bottom one. There we go. Ugh, look at that. My little ornaments are so pretty. Oh, look at that. Bethany, hello, hello. Okay, so we have that one done. And we can look at our paper, okay, and see if we need another ornament, which I kind of do. And we can get this ornament in here. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to add this last ornament. We're going to add that right there. So I'm going to start with the red. And this one actually has 3 parts. But we're going to do the other 2 parts in the green. So we're going to stamp that there. There. And then just the top part here. Just like so. Okay. And then we're going to grab part 2 of that one. We're done with the red though. We're gonna grab part 2, and this one looks like the outer one. Let me see. Doing it upside down. Okay, yeah, this one I had definitely upside down, and it's gonna go like that. Okay. So this one is actually the bottom one. So that is just going to get that one right there. Ooh, good job. Ooh, I actually got that one. Ooh, I missed that one. I missed that one, but that's okay. Making grilled pizza. Okay, and then our last little bit from the retro ornaments. This one is going to be that one. There we go. Not too shabby. I missed that one too. That's all right. We don't mind a little miss. Okay. So there's those. And then we're gonna get our little ornament topper. And this is when I wish I had like a gold color, but I don't. So we're just going to do little black ornament toppers. And we're just going to set them right on there. Oh my goodness, these are so cute. And the stamp set is cool. It gives you 2 ornament toppers in case you lose one. Uh-oh. I just got black on my card, but I'm not panicking because I can cover that up. That's me not paying attention, and I got it on my block. So just be careful. Let's see, I got a good corner there. Hope you guys are having fun. Maybe following along. Gosh darn it. That's alright. I gotta trim that area. Ooh, I really got it good on that one. We'll just make sure we trim that. There we go. Look at, I love it in the black. I'm thinking we're gonna do the little snowflakes, because this kit comes with a lot of little bits too. So we're gonna do, I'm gonna grab a smaller block for one. So hopefully I reduce the times that I actually touch the black. And then we're just gonna put little black snowflakes to help that black pop more. Okay. Take your time. Don't pull a me. It's all right. Give it a second. Make sure you're getting good contact. Don't rush it. If you do, you can just go back in. Look at that. I'm going to cover that one. Ha ha, I covered that, boo-boo. Do the same with that one, too. Look at us getting smart. Once you figure out your design, you can mass produce this particular card pretty quickly. Get our little black smudges. Look it, look it, look it, look it. Oh, it turned out so fabulous. Yeah. I'm not spectacular at layered stamps, but you know, when they all have a little mishap, it's cohesive. It looks more intentional. And so, yeah. But these, you could set up all of the first layer, stamp them in the red, then put in the second layer, stamp them with your positioner so you get perfect stamping. You know, you can play around with it, but I don't see the need for it. It looks pretty good. But you could stamp your first layer in the MISTI on like 10 card bases, put in your top halves, stamp them along on your 10 bases, and yeah, you can mass produce these pretty quick. And then just take your happy little star and fill in some gaps. Ugh, look at that. Okay, so I like the, usually I'm a color that in, but I'm loving the darkness. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to trim this down. I'm going to take that green smudge off the top. So we're going to do 5 1/4. And then this one I didn't particularly like. Yeah, so we're going to take a little bit off of both sides. Get that little piece, and then this we're going to go down to 4, just like so. And look, this is why we stamp. Even though we're going to cut, it's going to leave some little fun bits. And I do apologize, that is being, there we go. So we've got these fun little bits hanging off the page. I love it. Oh, the little boy is crying. Okay, so now that we've got our base, we need to stamp our little kitties that are dreaming about some fish in their stockings. Little fish dinner for Christmas. And you could do that with the mice and the cheese, the birds and like little worms, you know, the rabbits and carrots. Which is great. But see, these are going to be perfect for right along here. And look, we can even put them here to cover that boo-boo. But what we need is a scrap piece of paper. Okay, nice scrap piece of paper from doing other cuts. That on there. I'm gonna stamp this one in Memento so that I can alcohol marker it. We're just gonna do easy peasy coloring, guys. Easy peasy. This is the first time I've used this stamp, so oh, it actually stamped pretty darn good. Hot dog. All right. And then we also need to stamp Janine. Hello, hello. Watermelons. Yep. Okay, and then we're going to get the little speech bubble. And this one I'm going to stamp in Versamark because I'm not doing alcohol inks. This is just going to be the typical white speech bubble. See, even for not cleaning them, not conditioning them for the first time out, they stamp beautiful. Lawn Fawn and Sunny Studios have really good quality stamps. And you get what you pay for. I mean, these stamps are going to last me a long time. I'm going to be able to make lots of Christmas cards and critter cards and all that fun stuff. Now, we're going to be dreaming about fish. Okay, filling up on eating fish. So this one here says full of cheer. And what I want to do, I I think I'm going to put it in the first one. It's going to be full of, and then I'm going to do an ampersand because I don't have an ampersand. I don't have an ampersand. And if you guys don't know what an ampersand is, it's the and symbol. I learned that in college. She's like, oh, do an ampersand, da da da. I'm like, what the heck is an ampersand? But yeah, so full of cheer, and then I'm going to put some little fish in the last 3 bubbles. So it says full of cheer and fish. So we're going to get this little full of cheer stamped in here. I like using the grid marks on the block, okay, so I can see that that cheer in full is really lined up with that center one. So then I can use the center line to line it up in there. Oh, look at that. So if you have an old set, okay, this is an old Lawn Fawn set. Sorry, guys. Something fell in my shirt, and I'm not sure what it is, and yeah. Because I've had bees get in here, and I don't like spiders. But I'm not seeing anything. Oh my goodness. You guys. It was my earring. My earring fell out. So now I gotta find the back to my earring. Oh, that's hilarious. That scared the bejeepers out of me. I thought I was being attacked. But yeah. It was just my earring. It fell out. Panic over nothing. Gotta love that. Psh. Hopefully I can find my earring back. Sorry if I startled any of you. Yeah, much better than a spider. Those make me panic even more. You know, bugs on me, you know, they kind of freak me out, mainly because I think they're a spider at first, and then I feel really dumb when it's not. But yeah. Whew. Yeah, because I didn't, the bees that get into the house, aside from the bumblebee that got in last night, are the yellow jackets and stuff, and they're mean. But they do like to come in here. Okay, where was I? Whew. So my fish, because my fish are bigger than these areas, again, this is an old Lawn Fawn stamp set. If you guys love Lawn Fawn, Crescent Creation is carrying some of their goodies, and she can order more when you guys order more. Okay, because the more you order, the more she can order. That's kind of how it works. But my fish are a little bit big, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to stamp them, fussy cut them, and put them on the other speech bubbles. And that one's going to take up like 2 speech bubbles, so that's okay. Or, you know, you could stamp them, put a mask on them, and then do a stamp over it so it's all one layer. But I don't feel like masking those teeny weeny things. And then I'm going to put my little ampersand. Should probably draw in pencil first because I'll probably mess it up. And I think I just drew an S. But that's all right. No, it's not. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I just drew an S. You guys. Oh well, that is my ampersand. If anybody says anything, that's what they're getting. Okay, and then we're going to stamp our fish. We're going to stamp right there. Is that enough room? Probably not. Let's get another scrap piece of paper. For our little fishing. Our little fishins. One fishy. Two fishy. Just need a little bit of room for cutting. And I'm gonna Versamark my not Versamark, but Memento my fish so that I can alcohol ink them. Okay, let's do some simple coloring so we can get this fussy cut and put together. Do our fish with some red hats. Gotta have some red hats. Just like so. And then we're gonna have ourselves a goldfish. Look at how easy they are to color. And I'm just going to take a little bit of red and give a couple of little shadow areas. Not much. There we go. Very easy peasy. And then we're going to have yellow fish. Yeah, we had a severe thunderstorm last night. It wasn't like really close to us, but we got to see the lightning, and it was really high up in the atmosphere because we could see it doing the it lighting up way above the clouds. It was really pretty. And again, we just add a little bit of color for those areas. Super quick, super easy. Easy peasy. Then we'll just fussy cut those out. Let's do these kitty cats. We're gonna do like a tabby. We're gonna give this one some orange spots. Okay. And then we'll give another shade of brown. And then we'll do this one all brown. These are small images, so you don't have to do a ton. A little hard to be directional too. So we got our brown one. This brown was a little too close to that brown, so let's do a gray one. And I'm gonna add a little bit more in here. There we go. Do this one gray. Yes, these little Simply Critters from a Crescent Creation Shop by Lawn Fun. Oh, they're so adorable. See how this hazelnut is. It's a little bit darker. Okay, so we're going to take the gray and just hit some areas on this guy. Just to add a little dimension. Then we're going to take the orange and add a little bit on this guy. And then we're gonna do like a cream colored cat. With little stripies. Bye, Bitty Penny. Thanks for hanging out. There we go. Oh, gotta give, I'll do the gray first on the tip. And then we'll add in. Look at that. Our creamy colored kitty. Okay, let's get all these guys fussy cut out, and then we'll get this put together, and it will be fabulous. I'm just going to lift you up a little bit so I don't bonk you. What can I make that is junky for dinner? Macaroni and cheese. With hamburger. Cheeseburger macaroni. That's junky. Au gratin potatoes with hamburger. So one dish, easy peasy. If you're not a fussy cutter and you don't have a scan and cut, they do have the dies for the Simply Critters. They're a pre-order right now, so if you go in and pre-order, they'll get them in for you. I'm confusing comfort food with junk food. My bad. So then you want chips and salsa for dinner. And say it's nachos. Ground beef. Notice ground beef there. Something with bacon. Okay, so cheeseburger macaroni with bacon. Au gratin potatoes with hamburger and bacon. Bacon. You could do bacon lettuce wraps. That's actually going to be kind of good for you because bacon's good for you, right? Just cook some bacon. BLTs. Bacon. Do you need an excuse to eat the bacon? Bacon and chocolate if you're going for dinner and dessert in one sitting. Yeah, that's good. Bacon and chocolate. I'm just gonna pop in a little border on these. If I was doing a bigger border, it would probably go by a lot easier. But we're just, there we go. Those little kitter cats, so adorable. Again, if you don't have Christmas fish, any kind of fish that you have in your stash, okay, you might even have like a sticker fish. You can pop those in there in your little chat bubbles, and they don't have to fit directly in. I mean, they're dreaming of their little snacks, little fish snacks, and somebody's just dreaming big when they dream of a fish that doesn't fit in their little speech bubble, thought bubble. And there, that is, smoosh all this stuff to the side. Haha. Grab our little card base that we started at the very beginning. We painted on some lunar paste that dried some time ago. We trimmed down our card panel that we stamped with the retro ornaments by Sunny yeah, Sunny Studios Retro Ornaments, which are at the Crescent Creation shop. We're going to glue these together. And look, this card took me an hour. I mean, I didn't know exactly how it was going to go. I just knew these are the elements I wanted. So, yeah. Okay, and then this is where I wasn't sure. Yeah, see, our little kitties are going to get lost. So we're going to give them a nice little border of vellum to help them stand out. Just like that. And I'm thinking maybe right about here. So let me trim this on my trimmy trims. We're gonna cut that off. So this piece of vellum is gonna be 2 1/4 inches by 4, because 4 1/4, yeah, so we're gonna go by 4. 2 1/4 by 4, so that should sit right nicely right there. So all we're gonna do is you could use liquid glue. I'm just gonna use a piece of score tape, you guys, double stick tape, whatever you got, because I think that sticks better to vellum. It dries quicker for sure, but you can definitely use your liquid glue. It's not gonna hurt anything. I have never tried stamping with lunar paste, so I honestly don't know. I was kind of thinking about it, you know, for these little things, but I'll have to play around with it. Because my thing is, when you go to stamp, you're going to need lunar paste out enough that you can stamp into it. And it might dry really fast, which of course isn't good. Okay, so now that we have those on there, when we flip this over, we're just going to put tape right where everything's at. Okay, just like so. And this tape is super strong, so I don't need it to go end to end, edge to edge. I just need a little bit to hold everything there. Yeah, I'll scooch it down to cover the boo-boo. There we go. Yeah, Pam reminded me of the boo-boo. That's right there. So that's another fun thing, you know, if you do a boo-boo, say like this was your card and you did a boo-boo, this right here would just be your sentiment. Maybe you're like, I'm not a cat person. I don't know anybody that's a cat person. Well, then you just put a little sentiment there. And I'm going to put this as high as I can and still cover that, like so. And then the little fishies, I think I'm going to pop those up. I think that's going to be fun. Let me get a little dimensional for those. Dimensions. I just lost my fish. There you are. Where'd he go? Better leave room for two pops for this guy. There we go. See if we can't squeeze in Simon lunar paste on a stamp using like using the foam blender to blop, I guess, like pounce the paste on. A foam blender like the foam domes. They go with the little tools. They also have flat ones, which I do have flat ones. They're with these guys. So your foam blenders that you can put on your little handles. So if you put lunar paste on this and then rubbed it on the stamp. But yeah, foam domes and whatnot. Where did I get you? I personally don't use them a lot. I love the brushes. So I always forget about the foam blenders. Always forget about them. Okay, so we're peeling the backing. Okay, so I want okay, yep, okay, there we go. And look at that, full of cheer and fish. How adorable is that? Again, if you have smaller fish, you could stamp them right into the speech bubbles. Super cute. Good way to use up some stamps that maybe you don't generally. The this one is the Simply Celebrate. Okay, Simply Celebrate. It does come with the happy birthday, let's celebrate, you are so awesome, hip hip hooray, you are the best. Then you can get the add-on, which has some fun stuff that's dedicated to the critter. So the cat, we have happy purr day, meow you doing, be my friend forever, you are possum, it's paw tea time. The dogs, just like I rough you so much. Well, the possum, paw tea, those are the dogs. Mice day, you are so mice, you're a goita one. I had to be told goita, that's a cheese, that's for the mice. But yeah, so the little sentiments coordinate. So I stole this sentiment from another set. So if your sentiments are small enough, you can stamp whatever you want in there. And then if I was using rabbits, maybe some carrots. The little chicks, do some worms or little seeds, which basically would be little specks. Little cheese for the mice, stuff like that. But that is the finished product. Thank you for joining me. Hello, Miss Debbie J. All talking about foods. Yeah, I need to go food shopping now. Maybe after I have some ice cream. Oops, let's pull this down a little. Again, the links are in the description. There is a link direct to the shop. There is also a link to the retro ornament and the Simply Celebrate critters. You can grab those. You can also check out the shop for some lunar paste like we did here. Okay. So I hope you enjoyed, and we will see you next time right here Thursday at 3 p.m. Eastern. Have a great day, everyone. Bye-bye. Oreo ice cream. I feel ya. I want to eat everything bad, too.